telling us to be feminine, but it's not about being feminine for yourself. It's about men.
That's what it is.
It's like,
and
sweetie,
that's why it's femininity and masculinity. Because it's a mess. And y'all fries. You guys are fries.
I don't want no fries. Hey y'all, it's Kira.
And Money, and we're Kira Money.
Alright, it's been a while, but we're back.
We're back and we're better and we're together. Hey,
that was good. Okay, let's get to it because we don't have time. She happy. So in this video, y'all, we're gonna talk about this whole wave of this whole femininity train, especially that's been on YouTube with these black femininity YouTubers. So we want to talk about it, and as you can see from our faces, we in the press.
Like,
stop.
Dead the issue. Like, let's just dead it. Like,
it's terrible. Like, and if you don't understand what we're talking about, if you haven't seen them, you probably have. But it's just like, it's been a whole wave, a surge of like, especially black YouTubers, y'all. I googled how to be feminine, and it was like the first top 6-7 hits was all black females. Like, how to be feminine for dark skinned women. How to be this.
And to piggyback when Yakira said, I feel like it's even deeper than just the YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is how we're starting to see society now. Like, when you talk to your friends, talking to your girlfriends, and they're like, "Oh, girl, do this or do that." Like, it's one set way to be feminine or being feminine, which we should as women. I do believe that being feminine is the way you're supposed to be because you are a woman. However, I think by giving women a set of concrete rules or boxes or things to do in order, and it's never to be feminine for yourself. It's always to get a man. So these things are already flawed because your purpose is wrong. It's not about being yourself and being happy with yourself. It's about doing X, Y, and Z to get a man.
And at the end of the day, and we're gonna get into this real quick, but at the end of the day, the thing is, what I'm trying to say is like, what is the standard? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, who makes this standard? Because it's coming off of assimilating into white culture for me. Like,
very much like
assimilation. It's very not cute to me.
Appropriation.
And it's like, it's just not right. So we're gonna go ahead and say the top 5 misconceptions we've seen watching all these videos. And I watched a lot of these videos, so yeah, I got a little thing.
Y'all about to hear the foolishness. And people are getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to say this crap.
But real people are talking about real stuff.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars to say this crap.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get on it. So the first thing we heard that was just a misconception about masculinity or whatever is that if you're a social justice warrior, I don't know who says stuff like that, you're masculine. She said, I think this was Chloe or whatever, I'm putting her name on here, but I was watching one of her videos, and she literally said that being a social justice warrior, and when she means by that, she means the people who out here like
activists,
people. It was Black Lives Matter was from
Black Lives Matter,
a black woman. So
focusing on any type of social justice causes.
Like, we're very activists and stuff like that. So anybody like that, like, you're masculine, you're automatic masculine. She said, leave it to the men to fight, to protest, to protect. Which, as you can see, they don't protect. Like, leave it to them. If you do that, you're masculine. It's not right. It's not cute. And it's not your job. My thing is with her, and I'm saying this now, let her speak. My thing with her is that the issue is that if we all thought like this, and it's people agreeing with her, if we all thought like this, y'all, that means we wouldn't have no Rosa Parks, we wouldn't have no Harriet Tubman, we wouldn't have no Billie Holiday, we wouldn't have no Nina Simone, we wouldn't have no Claudia Jones, we wouldn't have no Angela Davis, we wouldn't have nobody.
Michelle Obama. We wouldn't have anybody.
We wouldn't have anybody. It's like, so stop trying to, just because you're scared to go against the grain, don't try to say we're masculine. He's saying women can go home and have a man, can have a family, can hug and kiss their kids, can be feminine. Don't try to paint us like that. It's not cute. It's not attractive. Well,
and this is something that I want to get back to. Man comes from woman, but woman also comes from man. God.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say is that childbirth is painful.
Yeah.
Having a child is painful, and only women can do that.
Right.
So that's something that takes strength, that takes, all that resilience, especially black women. To me, in our opinions, is that black women are the backbone of the world. And so that's just how we feel. And so basically what I'm trying to say is that I feel like this is coming from somebody who is weak and somebody who wants to be maybe a housewife, doesn't want, and that's fine. I feel like sometimes people always want to put things in only certain times. Okay, that's 1940s. Yeah, that thinking is very 1930s, 1940s. But it was people. Harriet Tubman was in slavery, and what she do? She rose up and she got the fuck out of there, and she came back and she got other people out. So to me, it doesn't matter about the time and the generation, because there's always going to be extraordinary people out there in the world doing things and going against the grain. However, I'm just saying this seems like, I feel like this appeals to the people who may not, I don't want to say are weak, but who may not have the strength, or who may not, see themselves doing these type of things, which ultimately creates change.
Yes.
And so it just seems like they just maybe that's the lifestyle that they don't see for themselves. And it's, to me, I think it's also things in a small way. Yakira was naming a lot of people, very influential people who made like huge deals and really big, but I feel like, facing the pandemic, any frontliners on the pandemic, doing things like that. To me, that's social justice. People fighting for refugees, people fighting for equal rights, people fighting for anything. That's social justice. It's social justice. And first of all, why are you using the word warrior? What are we? It is not dang a Wendy Wu homecoming warrior. First of all,
I think it's like warriors. I feel like that's like back in Africa. Like, they were warriors, they were fighters. So I don't think you should use that word like it's a problem. I think my thing with it is like, and everything you said is completely right, but it's like like I said, I feel like black women are the backbone, and you, Geneva, you hit on it. And the reason I said, I'm just gonna put this in there. The reason I said Claudia Jones, I was telling Geneva about this real quick, was that because she was very influential. A lot of people don't know about her. But I didn't know about her. I didn't know about her until I looked her up, because when she said this, so let me look this stuff up before I like speak on it. But she was pretty much like in a like the Black Communist Party. She was like the Marxist theory or whatever. Marxist theory. And anywho, she did an essay. She was in the 50s before she was like banned out of America and stuff. She did an essay, and I forgot what it's called, but I'll put it on there. But pretty much it was just saying that the white men, or the person on top of the world, the government, which you know who that is, they fear black women being militant, pretty much being powerful, getting weapons, getting knowledge, because they know if they do, when we do, it's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be white. Like, we're gonna unite and knock it out. And so I feel like you have women like this say stuff like this, and it's like, you're literally like, I don't know if they're sending you to do this or what, but don't, like you said, that's okay if you want to do it, but don't project.
And I think that's what it is, because I think that's just how they are, and it's everybody is different. But I could never see myself, because I'm a female, not creating change, or not wanting to create change just because I'm a female, and wanting to leave it to the men. I feel like, to me, that would just be detrimental.
That'd be dumb. I mean, just for us. But yeah, so that one was our number one, because I was like, yeah, that's
stupid.
It's weird. It's
stupid.
Like, what are you talking about, sweetie? Okay. I said this one is that it's a thing about this feminine hygiene. It's not really a common misconception, but they're pretty much always talking about looks. Like, I feel like they say how to be feminine, how to be attractive. If you can be feminine by the way you dress. That's what I'm trying to say. My thing is,
by the way you dress, or by the way you look?
Like, by the way you dress.
By appearance. Not only dress, but you're talking about makeup, you're talking about
perfume. I'm talking about all that.
All
that. They saying that femininity is usually shown through that. And I feel like there's a lot of feminine women who don't have to wear makeup, or don't have to wear heels, or don't have to, be classified as, that. I think it's kind of like luxury. That's what they like to show. They love to show pictures of women in luxury. This is a feminine woman. Like, but you can be feminine and not show. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree with you totally. In my opinion, I feel like that all of that is just icing. It's the topping on the cake. If you want to wear, if you want to wear a dress, if you want to wear heels, if you want to put on makeup, okay, that's fine. If you want to put lashes on, okay, that's great. But to me, I feel like it sort of can fool people. And nothing, first of all, not being feminine is not a bad thing. I'm not saying that is, but I'm just saying, if your goal is to be feminine, and you feel like just by putting on a dress and putting on heels that you're feminine, and first of all, I don't see why everybody cares why other people think that if you're feminine or not, but because it's all about what everybody else thinks. It's not. It's a fraud. Fraudinity.
That's what we call it.
And masculinity.
Yes.
So this is what it's about. But to me, I just feel like it's about what's on the inside. Right. And when you're so focused on the outside, you're never working on the inside. And first of all, you don't have to wear a dress every single day. You can wear a dress every now and then. You can wear heels whenever you want, but don't feel like you got to put on a dress every single day.
Unless you want to wear a dress.
And if that's your style, that's fine. But me personally, I wear dresses a lot. Yakira knows I will throw on a dress. I will throw on some baggy cargo jeans. I will look like Aaliyah. Okay, love you.
And it's cute. It was fine in the 90s.
Whatever I want to do, but I don't do anything because I feel like I have to do it to be a certain way to appeal to a certain type of people.
And you know who it's appealing to.
Or to be accepted by a certain group of friends. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you know, that's...
Or to be looked at as more of a woman.
Right. I think that's another one.
Because we both don't got to make up right now.
No, but we still are... I feel like we're feminine in our own way. And we look beautiful regardless. We don't need it. I feel like it's coming from an insecure place. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't have to do that. They literally be saying, who remember a girl in tennis shoes? You have to wear heels 24/7 to be feminine. Like, it's like stuff like that.
To me, it sounds like a high school, like, you know... Called the not even the real ones, just the ones they show on TV where they everybody clawing on top, like, it's like, you know, trying to get to the top, and it's a mean girls. Like, come on now, what's going on? Like, who cares?
Then I ask again, who is the standard? Who are you looking at?
Who? First of all, who are you comparing to?
Take it out. Like, I don't want to be.
Who are you comparing? Yes. I can't compare myself to Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe is not me. She's not black. Let's do Dorothy Dandridge.
Let's do somebody else.
Let's do Billy. Let's do Nina. Let's do people.
There's some other people. Diane Carroll. There's some other people you could use. I feel like, you know, people always want to say something about, and it's off subject, I'm going to say it, about Marilyn Monroe, the feminine thing. Okay, Marilyn Monroe did her thing. I'm not saying that, but we have Dorothy Dandridge. She was in the same time period. And who, first of all, raise the hands. Who know who Dorothy Dandridge is? I mean, I know we do.
We're going to wait because a lot of people don't.
A lot of people don't know who these people are, and it really hurts my soul.
For me, I feel like the same people who be preaching all this femininity stuff cannot show us their real selves. Yes. They hide behind. They hide behind. First of all, they hide behind their makeup. They hide behind their lace fronts. And sometimes they hide behind. They don't even put themselves in it. It just be
pictures. Like, it's literally
pictures, and it's like Yakira said. And I don't want to like take somebody's words, but that one girl said,
I forgot her name. I'm gonna put her on the screen because I really want to shout out because, like, we could be friends. She went in on them, and she pretty much just saying that, like, when she watched it, it was like she was in a trance.
Like, they have you locked in, like, we don't get out.
And Jamila know, because sometimes I used to watch it because I like aesthetics. If you like aesthetics, I love looking at pretty stuff. That's how I am. It's like a Pinterest, and they talk like, you wear high heels. And then you're like this.
Declutter your room.
And then literally they told me to declutter my space to be feminine, and I gotta throw my stuff out. Like,
let me get rid of this.
Let me go on Shein.
Okay,
it's literally
let me put someone on the wall list.
Got me in a trance. DJ turn it up, like,
baby.
It will have you in a trance. Okay, so being kind means you're feminine. I feel like with this one, and I'm gonna say this, I feel like this one, I feel like, you want to go first with this one? Because I'm always going first.
Okay, so what I have with this, I feel like it's sort of mismatched, but I feel like a better way to say it, and maybe what they mean is, and I really don't like when people say all this, but I do agree. Maybe handling things and situations and maybe speaking with grace, I think is a little bit better than being kind. Okay, being nice, you should be nice to everyone. That's a universal term. It's not just human skill. It's a basic human skill.
They're minimum.
Stop taking things that you learn from home, that everybody learned, man and female, and trying to put it on a feminine, just for feminine. Because first of all, what is that if it's just a feminine, and if you're not nice, then that means you're masculine. So what are you saying about the men who are masculine? That they don't be, that they shouldn't be kind?
It's like you, and somebody made a good point and said, and the same girl said it, it's like
they have,
this is off the top subject, but they have, it's like self-care tips, and then they wove it into this feminine. Like, they have, some of them be good tips. Like, they'll, like, someone be talking about, like, feminine hygiene, which I feel like, I mean, any woman should smell right and should do, like, clean right, but it shouldn't be a feminine.
And it should be men and women cleaning right. Of course, you have different parts, but still, that doesn't mean you're feminine because you're clean.
And think about if with that logic, if a man does maybe do a little more cleaning, or
then he's feminine.
Like, you don't say stuff like that, but I'm saying, it's like, they have self-care tips, and they wove it into this feminine thing.
Another one they said was, all masculine women are argumentative.
Is that how you say it? Argumentative?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I'm looking at you because we do fit that. We are.
Now, I'm going to say this. No, hold on.
But,
But, now, I can't say this. I don't think we're argumentative. I don't think that's what it is. I think we're just, since we're so, we stand with how we are with stuff.
We have our nails done in this video.
I know we talking all this.
We're talking all this crap, but this is our first time getting our nails done in like a year. So.
Right, it's been a long time, but we're not like the ones that gotta get their nails done. I mean, no shade to the girls who do gotta get their nails done. It's okay. We're just saying that don't try to put us in a box.
Because that's what you do. Everybody has to do that to qualify as feminine.
Like, who are you? Who died?
But nothing. First of all, when did it become to where we have to? Like, it's a level of feminine and masculine that we gauge. Like, you trying to say, like, stupid. Oh my God, you're not feminine. You're so, like, who does that?
It's somebody, whoever made this, I don't know who it is. I feel like it's a white guy behind the screen telling them what to say and telling them what to do. I really feel that's what it is. And maybe I'm a conspiracy person, but that's just how I feel. Like, who is sending y'all out here saying this to these? And these young women who watch these videos who are impressed, like, they're like, a lot of women are watching these and like, oh, I can't be dang, I really want to be an activist. I want to do this. Sweetie, don't. First of all, being a masculine woman is not wrong. Let's be honest. First of all, you got to think like this. Black women have been oppressed. So you got to think about it. So, of course, black women are going to be stronger. Of course. And I'm not trying
We have to. We've grown out of adversity.
Right. And I'm not trying to throw shade to other races. I'm just saying, of course, black women are going to have certain things that they have to deal with and a certain attitude about certain things. Certain outlook about certain things. But the whole argumentative thing, I think it would rub me the wrong way was that you're putting all of us in category, like all. You don't use words like all. It's like, and you're trying to say that all feminine women, it's like, you want to paint masculine women so bad, you use these negative characteristics like all masculine women are argumentative. And then you're trying to say all feminine women aren't.
What it is, that's how I feel. The white man is further trying to separate us. Have you noticed and they're doing things over and over. First, it was the light versus dark skin, and that went back to slavery. Okay, then it was the different shapes and sizes, big versus skinny. Now thick came into play.
Short versus long hair.
Short versus long hair. Natural hair versus perm hair, relaxed hair. Or now it's about feminine versus masculine, because they're trying to separate us, weed out. They want us, they really want, and to be honest, and I'm not like trying to sound like, oh my God, this girl's cuckoo, but for real, I feel like, and I'm not gonna say they, but people and the powers to be, because white people control YouTube, white people control almost everything. So the powers to be want us to be stupid. They don't want us to have a mind of our own. They don't want us to be activists. They don't want us to be the things that we should be.
What we're gonna say about the misconceptions, and then we can just say our overall thoughts, whatever. Last thing would be that
talking slower with a higher pitched voice or seductive voice is feminine. If you don't do that, then you're masculine. I personally don't.
Who came up with this? A third grader? Come on now.
I'm gonna say this right now.
This right here is just.
I'm gonna say right now. First of all, I feel like my voice is kind of higher pitched, maybe. I think, but naturally we do talk fast. I don't think talking.
We've always talked fast.
I just talk fast. I'm trying to slow it down for everybody. I really am, but it's so hard because I think fast. But I'm saying, like,
I don't talk fast. You just think slow.
Not to tell people all the time, but I'm saying I think that if you think about it this way, it's like you said, who made this rule up? If you have a higher pitched voice, that means you're more feminine. And if you talk slower like this, then sometimes they say if you're seductive with your words, you are a feminine.
So,
woman.
First of all, one thing, I'm going to be walking around with a seductive voice.
To everybody?
To everybody.
To my boss?
To men, to my boss.
Turn the email in.
I will make the biscuits at Biscuitfield right away.
Dad, I will.
Yes. My father? Yes. Like,
yes.
First of all, and this one is personally, really, it hits really close to my heart.
Oh.
Because I have I speak for the women who have a more, I don't like the word deep, but more sultry, nice Toni Braxton, dark child. Oh yeah, he wasn't man enough for me. Like I love Toni Braxton, a Toni Braxton sultry voice, and I feel like there's a difference between a sultry voice and a masculine deep voice, like a man voice. It's two different things. And first of all, you can't control how your voice is. Right. Number one. Number two, I don't think that speaking slower. To me, I think people tell you you should speak. That's another thing. These are just basic things that may help you along in life.
Right.
Speaking slower sometimes help get your point across better.
It makes
you
more
confident. Because now it looks like you're rushing and you're nervous. So these are just things that it's not about man or woman, masculine or feminine. It's just things that, okay, this may help you. This may,
but you gotta
come across
that
better.
Some people have, for example, I'm confident. I get my
very
point across.
confident.
I talk to people all the time and I just speak fast. My thing is, so it's not like, I feel like some people I think the whole problem with this whole
they're taking things that don't really make, they're taking things that don't match.
My thing is, like, you understand that what they're not putting to account, and I think the thing about me, but feminine is to embrace who you are. That's what I think feminine is. And I think the thing that makes me mad or confused is that, you know what, you're not understanding, y'all are forgetting that some stuff is a core thing. Some people just talk fast. Some people have, like you said, have maybe a social voice. I have a social voice.
I mean, I can't control
it. Stop trying to make us change to what you think is right, and you're not God. I don't know who you are. And what is, like I said, who's the standard? I don't know who it is. But I'm saying, stop trying to say that you're trying to change. You're gonna have young women who may talk fast like me, may have a little sultrier voice, maybe a little bigger, maybe or skinny. I don't know. I'm skinny. And you may say, oh, or who don't like wearing heels, but you have to wear them to do this. You have to do that. Like,
or shoot, I bet you they would say a female mechanic is not feminine, or
like
certain jobs, certain careers.
Yes,
because the fact of the matter is that
you're not letting us express ourselves either.
They're putting a standard. They're now and they're really honing in on the standard on what it should be. Everything on the list, I feel like, and a lot of stuff. Well, it wasn't on the list, but a lot of the things, a lot of stuff on it was just weird, was just wrong. But I feel like a lot of things are focused on materialistic stuff, and they think materialistic stuff makes you feminine.
Right.
No, because when you strip all that down, when you're in yourself, when you're by yourself in your room with yourself, lighting a candle is not gonna make me feminine.
No,
doing some sage is not gonna make me feminine. It may help you. It may help you, but it's about who you are. So once everything is gone, when you can't add anything to the room, nothing to your body, nothing to your face to make you look prettier or sound lighter or look lighter or look whatever. What do you have?
And it's crazy before we end this because we talked a little bit, but another thing about this whole thing that we're going to say quick is it's always about a man. Like I said
that earlier. We ain't going to. We're going to go into always about. Literally, every time I watch, it's like a little bit. So if it's a man around, he'll help you. I'm not about to stumble. So man, and that's just something. And if you want to call me masculine, call me masculine. That's not. But that's not masculine because we're not put on this earth to just be hunting for a man.
And you think you're literally, every time you watch something, it's like, every time I watch one, they always say, don't, I think one was like, don't talk too much because men don't like that. Why everything you're saying about a feminine thing, you're talking about men? I don't understand that.
Guys are frauds.
And that's what it is.
Please stop telling lies to these people because some of these people just don't know any better. We know better.
And it's the black culture.
But some of these people do not know better.
So if you want some enlightenment, like watch our videos or whatever, or just
just stop. Maybe shoot. And the thing is, I'm not trying to tell anybody not watch YouTube because watch YouTube, but just I feel like the problem is with YouTube, some people they take so many things to heart. Yeah. Do not let anything change you so much where you're not even you anymore.
And it can happen to anybody because I told y'all when I was on that declutter, I told you I gotta get some new stuff. I was literally in a trance. So I'm saying it can happen, but it comes to the point where at the end of the day, it's like once when you watch one of these, the YouTube algorithm, which probably ran that, but who will send more, and that's what happened to me. So what did you do? We'll send more. So anywho, we talked a lot about this, but we are passionate about this. This fraud and this
masculinity. It's a mess. It's a mess. The frauds are in a mess because y'all bring everybody in frauds. Messy fraud.
Stop telling us what to do.
You guys are messy.
And when they can tell us who's the standard, and who are y'all putting up here? Because that's what matters to me. Who are y'all saying is feminine, and where are we trying to go to? Because obviously it's somebody that's
but if you're striving to be somebody else, you always fail.
Right. Be yourself. But yeah, that's just that. But I hope y'all like this. Please like, comment, subscribe. Put your comments down. We said a lot, so you can comment or whatever. Yes. Let us know how you feel about it.
Bra strap. I guess that's not very feminine.
It's not feminine about it. Oh my god.
No, sure, your bra straps.
Okay, it isn't. I don't care. But yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Ew. I'm trying to stress my. We'll see you next time.
Starting like you guys weird.
We'll see you next time.
No, we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
All right, bye, y'all. Bye.